But it's not working. That doesn't change the fact that it's not working. We all know that. So be confident now. This is all you got to say. This is what needs to be resonating in people's minds.
Where'd you get your hat?
One of these rallies.
Okay.
Get me a picture with Mitt. I'm trying to get a picture with Mitt Romney. They won't let me in because I don't have a face. What?
That's not a burqa?
No!
I thought that was a burqa.
No, absolutely not. We all know it's not. I would tell you no lie. It's definitely not working. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is that going to it's just not working. All right, my son. Not working.
In one vice presidential debate, the president's been looking for a plan. He's been looking for some way to help the gentleman I spoke about. Some way to help the 23 million people that are out of work. He hasn't been able to find a plan. He hasn't been able to define what he's going to do to make America strong going forward. I have a plan that will create 12 million jobs and rising take-home pay. The status quo path of the president cuts $716 billion from Medicare. I will restore that funding to Medicare and honor the promises that have been made to our seniors. This election is not about me. It's not about the Republican Party. It's about America. And it's about your family. A stronger economy and maintain a military so strong no one would ever think of testing it. Commit to you, when Paul Ryan and I get to Washington, we will bring big change to Washington to get this country on track. To make sure that Ohio was able to send a message loud and clear. We want real change. We want big change. We're ready. This is our time.
Founders created this vision, and our veterans secured this vision. That's right. Thank you. Here is our commitment to you. We will not duck the tough issues. We will lead.
As a doctor, and as I talk to the other doctors in Congress, they all know, as you know, Obamacare must be repealed. As far as Obamacare goes, it doesn't matter because it has to be changed because it cannot work. It tears apart the doctor-patient relationship that we've enjoyed for so many years. It has unelected bureaucrats making your health care decisions. The president the other day in a debate said, well, they don't make the decision. They don't deny any care. No, they just deny payment. It's the same thing. And when it comes to national security, I think we've seen a real shame in the last few weeks. Yeah. Our ambassador, our Navy SEALs were attacked and killed on what's our soil in Libya. They were attacked and killed. Folks, national security could never be more important. Those people whose lives were taken and the American people deserve answers. We heard a president who said, we don't know if Egypt is our friend or our foe. Well, let me tell you, the men and women in uniform and the CIA, they sure want to know. And they deserve to know. And we're going to get a president who's going to let them know and make sure that they are a priority to be acceptable. We are an America that wants to be the leader of the free world. And with Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, we can get it done. Thank you. Please vote.
So we get good jobs, put people back to work, and lower our electricity costs, our gas costs. Let's get this energy. It's ours. We should use it. And that means our money doesn't go to the Middle East. It goes right here into our country. Let's clean up our schools. Let's get kids who are trapped in inner city schools to good schools that they can choose. Let's get the skills to the workers we need so they can get back on the path of prosperity, so they can get a good job in the 21st century. This is what our 5-point plan for stronger economic growth, for a stronger middle class is all about. It's about tackling the country's problems, getting people back to work, fixing the mess in Washington before it gets out of our control. Now, I gotta say, The window of opportunity to fix this mess is beginning to close on us. If you want to see what continuing these Obama policies looks like, go home, turn on the TV, and look at Europe. You see, that's what happens when politicians keep kicking the can down the road, when they keep ducking the tough issues. You have a debt crisis. And what they're doing in Europe, they're cutting health and retirement benefits for current retirees in real time. They're cranking up taxes, going back into a recession, and young people coming out of school have no opportunities. The unemployment rate in Italy and Greece is over 50% for young people. You know, when I came out of school at Miami of Ohio, 4 great formative years, I see some Miami shirts right there. I came out thinking, this is America, I'm going to go make my life what I want it to be. That's the whole point of this country. This country is more than just a nation with a flag. It is not just Ohio or Wisconsin. It's not just the Big Ten states or California or Florida or New York. It's an idea. That idea is so precious. It is so fundamental. And it was written so beautifully in our Declaration of Independence. Our rights come from nature and nature's God, not from governments. That's the essence of the American idea. Liberty, freedom, free enterprise, self-determination. The government works for us and not the other way around. That's what we are. Ohioans, you know you have a big say-so. You know you're the battleground state of battleground states. Yeah. You understand your responsibility, right? Yeah. You understand your opportunity, right? Yeah. That means you have within your control your ability to go find those people who voted for Barack Obama in 2008 who just aren't as impressed these days, who heard the hope and the change and love the promises of all these great speeches, but see that this is nothing but a failed agenda of broken promises, of hollow rhetoric. They see that this is a man who cannot run on his record, and so has resorted to a campaign not of hope and change, but of attack and blame. Distort, distract, divide, to try and win an election by default. You can't let him get away with it. People will see through it. Look, I know what your TV screens look like these days. These debates are giving us the ability to cut through the clutter and give people a very clear choice. That's what we're offering. And the choice is really clear. Do we want more stagnation that fosters more government dependency, or do we want a dynamic, growing economy that promotes opportunity and creates jobs? That's what this is about. Growth versus stagnation. Opportunity and upward mobility versus dependency. And Ohioans, it is within your power and your control. So thank you for what you've done. Thank you for waiting in line and coming out here to the runway. But thank you for what you're about to do. Because right here in the Buckeye State, you can make the difference that can shape this election. And this is not an ordinary election. This is the most important election in our lifetimes, whether you're this little guy on his dad's shoulders or whether you're that World War II veteran who did so much to fight for our country. It's the most important election in our generation. Let's get it done. We can do this together. We can turn this country around. We can make this happen. Thank you so much. Let's go eat some Montgomery and ribs, all right?